Happy Odin's Day. It's time to turn a corner. Now, if you follow my Runic Journey, you'll know that I have a rune missing from my rune set, and that should have been the rune that I should have drawn today. And it's been an interesting 24 hours. That's probably best for another video, because I want to focus on the new rune that I don't have, which is Manaz. I know which rune it is. That was evident last Wednesday when I drew the final rune from my bag, and I've done my best to not dwell on that, because that would have been unfair to Fehu, which is the rune I'll be sort of detaching from today. Now, for some time, I've had this theory, where the runes are concerned, that if you're really good with the runes, you should be able to connect to them without any physical representation. Now, I want to make it clear, I do not consider myself at this stage to be in that category. I am learning. It is, however, interesting and exceptionally challenging to now be obliged, almost, to put that theory to the test. Because that's what I'm going to do. That is the challenge for this week, is to connect to Manaz without any physical representation. Now, it's worth mentioning that last week I ordered a load of beard beads, particularly because there's like a full set of runes in there. I toyed with the idea that I could have used the Manaz rune there as a physical representation. Now, it needs to be said that I sorted through them yesterday, having had a good look at them over the weekend while we was camping. And there's some unsavoury beard beads in there, because it's essentially sort of a load of Viking or Norse symbology chucked into a massive collection of beard beads, as well as some sort of nautical or pirate themed ones. So when I was sorting them out yesterday, because I want to get rid of things such as a black sun beard bead, which I don't want, and all the piratey type ones, and some sort of nice sort of little hair sort of beads and stuff, I didn't want them. It was of particular interest that the rune beads are not a complete set of 24 runes. There are 24 rune beads, but Perfro is missing, and I have 2 Tiawaz beads. If I hadn't already decided, especially with a very strange occurrence yesterday, besides that, involving bind runes, I might have felt cheeky enough to use the Manaz beard bead. However, ultimately that would have been dodging or being cheeky about having a physical representation or not. I mean, even having the beard bead, it wouldn't be from the set of runes I've got. It would not be the missing rune. And it's important to approach this head on, to not sort of duck and dive a little bit and try and be a little bit canny or savvy or cheeky about it. I do not want to make excuses. This is a testing moment for me on my runic journey, and obviously it's my test. How I make of that is down to me. How I relate that to you, it's going to come down to two things. It's got to fail, or it might work, and I don't know. I've been dwelling on it a little bit, thinking about it, and I think all the way back to the early stages, when I'd had a dream about AWAS and Manas. It's again, this is one of those factors where you then start connecting dots that might not necessarily be dots that need connecting, but Manas had appeared quite vividly in a dream many months ago, before I'd even knew for certain there was a rune missing. Back then, it's just like I suspected I had a rune missing, and obviously as the bag got smaller and smaller and smaller, there was a point when I knew there was a rune missing. And then obviously last week, once I drew Fehu, I knew for certain there was a rune missing and what it was. So this week, today, moving forward, it's in some parts a challenging gig for me. It's the path I've set myself, the path I will be following, and we'll just have to see how I progress. It is important because this is a journey and I'm moving to a new stage from what has been this first stage, that I mustn't feel that I'm failing myself if this doesn't work out at this stage. It may just be that I'm not ready for working with this theory I have. A theory which I've had some discussions with other people that are far more skilled with the runes than me, who in essence agree with the theory. I'm not worried in any way. And that's about all I can say, really. I'm not worried. I feel good. The runes over the last few weeks have been very kind and have given me what I needed. And perhaps, in turn, that means they've given me what I've needed to progress to this week, to take that bold step. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I've probably waffled enough. So thank you very much for watching. Take care out there, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.